A woman is hiding her real identity. She entered your life with one name, but she goes by another. Archangel Michael says, you are being watched by someone who isn't who she pretends to be. She came into your life dressed in warmth, carrying a name that felt familiar, safe, and trustworthy. But the truth wrapped beneath that name is layered with secrets that have never been told aloud. She calls herself by a name you've heard before, perhaps from a casual introduction, or on a message she sent. But that name is not the one she grew up with, and certainly not the one used behind your back. There is another identity that follows her like a shadow, one tied to unfinished business, hidden ties, and a past she hoped no one would uncover. You noticed the signs but brushed them off, the way her eyes dodged certain questions, how her story seemed polished but lacked emotional truth. She gave just enough to be believable, but not enough to let you in. She cloaked herself in mystery, playing the role perfectly, waiting for your trust to solidify before revealing what she truly came for. Archangel Michael says, this isn't merely deception. It's an operation. The woman in question didn't randomly find you. She was guided, or sent, with a motive stitched deep inside her alternate name. That name, rarely spoken now, is the doorway to her true world, one she fears you'll discover. You were meant to believe her, meant to offer comfort, protection, or even love. She manipulated your kindness, weaving a perfect narrative with her assumed name, carefully erasing every trace of the woman she was before she met you. But no matter how deep she buries it, her truth is clawing toward the surface. She has used this tactic before, not once, not twice, but multiple times in other people's lives. Different names, different styles, the same pattern. She enters when the heart is tender and leaves when the truth is too heavy to carry. You are not the first, but you must be the last. Somewhere close to you, someone else may know the name she hides. They've seen her in another place, another town, another life. But even they are scared to speak. The real name carries power. One she is terrified will unravel everything she's built. That's why she keeps pretending. That's why she calls herself by a new name every time she changes her surroundings. And now, she's settled near you. She doesn't expect you to find out. She thinks she has played her role too well. But a whisper from someone you haven't spoken to in years is coming. A distant voice. A warning. A mention of her real name at a time you least expect. You may already have heard her real name once in passing. Someone muttered it quietly, and it didn't match. You ignored it. You assumed it was a mistake. But it wasn't. It was the crack in her mask. The name she hides is connected to a past event you would find unthinkable. A betrayal that doesn't show up on the surface. Her file, yes, there is a file, is not open to the public. But a man in a distant office has read it. And what he knows would make you stop everything instantly. This man is hesitant to reveal it. He is bound by something. But the pressure is growing. Her presence in your life is becoming dangerous. She's no longer observing quietly. She's beginning to act. You'll notice changes in her soon. More control, more insistence, more questions that seem unrelated but dig deep into your privacy. She will pretend to support you, while subtly controlling your next decisions. That is when the trap tightens. You may even find an envelope soon, one that doesn't belong to you, one that was mistakenly delivered. Inside it, a name you've never seen on her lips. Yet it is her. And the truth will sting. Don't discard that envelope. Don't overlook the old message she deleted in haste. A backup exists. A screenshot was taken. Someone else has saved it. Archangel Michael says, "This woman has lived many lives. But the version of her you know is the most dangerous. Because this version has studied you. She knows your strengths. But more importantly, she knows your vulnerabilities. You didn't invite a stranger into your life. You welcomed her. You gave her a seat at your table, perhaps even let her inside your secrets. Now those secrets have been measured, assessed, and turned into leverage. You've been feeling uneasy recently, haven't you? That sense that something just doesn't line up? The moments she says things she shouldn't know? That's not imagination. That's her memory slipping. You must not confront her directly. She will deny. She will cry. She will beg. But the tears will be calculated, not sincere. Instead, observe. Protect your assets, your information, your communications. If you need confirmation, ask one question. Not with words. With silence. Disappear for a day. Let her wonder where you went. Let her call, let her panic. The way she reacts will reveal the depth of her control over your situation. She cannot afford to lose you, not because she loves you, but because she is building something through your name, your reputation, your access. That's what her alternate identity is feeding on. Soon, another woman will enter your life unexpectedly. This one will not stay long, but she will speak truth. She knows the name your intruder hides, and she carries photos. Those photos will not lie. This secondary woman is not an angel, but she has been sent to clear a path. Trust her for only one thing, confirmation. Nothing more. Then release her. Do not bond. She, too, is being watched. There's a legal complication forming behind your back, a document that includes your name tied to a decision you never made. Look for sudden mentions of your name on unfamiliar platforms, sudden drops in your credit trail, or digital logins from areas you've never been. The woman with the false name knows how to move money, knows how to use a smile to mask a signature. You are being profiled in layers deeper than the eye can see. She may even attempt to gaslight you, twist your memory, shift your emotions, reverse the blame. Be prepared. Keep screenshots. Backup calls. Secure your passwords. This is not paranoia. It is survival. In the coming days, you will receive a voice note from someone you thought had forgotten you. It will mention her real name. It may be distorted, recorded in haste, full of static, but the name will be there. Play it twice. Then protect it. You are not alone in this. Your instincts have already begun waking up. Your energy is shifting, your awareness is sharpening. That is why you found this message. You were meant to see what was hidden behind the curtain. Remember, not all enemies wear dark clothes. Some come in warm tones, with kind voices, and borrowed names. This one did. But now, her time is thinning. Her performance is coming to an end. Archangel Michael has stationed 2 watchers near you, one in flesh, one in spirit. You may never see them, but their task is to ensure this woman is removed before she completes what she started. Your protection is active. but your alertness must remain sharp. The mask she wears may not fall off with ease, but her eyes will eventually speak louder than her words. Wait for that moment. Then act. Then walk away. Then recover what was nearly stolen. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She thought she had enough time. She believed the act could go on longer, that your kindness would keep you blind. But now, her movements are rushed. Her messages are shorter. Her plans are tightening. She's beginning to feel you shift away from her grip, and that is making her desperate. The moment you become distant, she will attempt to charm again. Maybe with a sudden surprise, a kind gesture, or a story that plays on your emotions. But watch closely, those aren't acts of love. They are distractions, scripted scenes to keep you emotionally tethered. Her real name, let it echo in your mind when it comes to you. It may first show up in a document you weren't meant to see, or you may overhear it in a call when she thinks you've walked out of the room. When that moment happens, do not show it. Do not flinch. Just remember, behind that name are past actions she hoped no one would trace back. There are former victims. Yes, victims. People she misled under false names. Some have not yet recovered. Some are still in hiding. And if she remains close to you, you could become the next name on that quiet, growing list. She changes names because the truth in her real one carries too many cracks. It's not just a preference, it's a strategy. With each name, she rewrites her history. And right now, she is using your life as the background for her next rewrite. You will soon hear from someone she blocked a long time ago. This person has been trying to reach anyone connected to her. You might receive a cryptic email, or a handwritten letter without a return address. In that letter will be the puzzle piece you need. Keep it. That person knew her by the name she now denies. They were fooled once, just like you. But they escaped just before things got worse. They are still haunted by what she did. Their words will sound unbelievable. But the deeper you listen, the more you'll know it aligns with what you've been sensing. And the moment you say her name aloud, the real name, watch her. Her body language will shift. Her eyes may harden for a split second. She may even smile, but it will be thin, sharp, almost forced. That's how you'll know. You might soon find a photo that doesn't make sense. A photo of her in another place, with people you don't know, labeled under a name that doesn't match what she told you. That photo is real. Don't let her explain it away. She might even accuse you of not trusting her, of hurting her feelings. But understand, her defense is always emotional manipulation. It's her oldest tool. The woman with two names is not acting randomly. She has a timeline, a mission, a plan. You were selected not by chance but because of something you hold, maybe a family name, an opportunity, an inheritance, or even a connection to someone she's targeting next. Your proximity to that resource or person is the reason she stayed close. And you must begin reversing this entanglement now. Begin erasing traces. Change the locks. Reclaim your space. Scan devices. Clean out anything she might have had access to, even briefly. Secure your circle. You may soon wake up from a dream that feels like a memory. In it, you will see her, but not how she appears today. You will see her in another identity, perhaps a different hairstyle, in a setting you've never visited. That is not just a dream. That's your spirit recalling truth. Archangel Michael says, you are not just being protected. You are being activated. Your eyes are being opened because your destiny cannot allow this illusion to continue. This woman's deception is a spiritual blockage to your breakthrough. The silence you feel right now isn't absence. It's divine observation. Angels are circling, watching this situation closely. And they are waiting for you to take the first internal step. Once you decide to move forward, unseen hands will start clearing your path. You may lose sleep as this truth deepens. That's normal. Your body is trying to release the influence she placed over you. Her energy might still linger in your environment, so cleanse it, mentally, emotionally, physically. She left traces of herself in your space, little tokens, objects, messages, even her scent. Remove them. She wanted to anchor herself spiritually into your energy, but you must untether it, one piece at a time. As you distance from her, she may try to re-enter through someone else. Watch out for new contacts, new introductions that feel too convenient. A friend of a friend who suddenly wants to connect. A new woman acting overly interested in your life too quickly. Don't reject every new person. Just observe. Test energy. Truth will reveal itself quicker now. The hidden name may also appear through technology, an accidental tag, a misdirected email, or a name that autofills when typing. When that glitch happens, know it's divine intervention, not coincidence. She may attempt one final act before retreating, an emotional display, a fake emergency, or an exaggerated accusation against someone close to you. Don't take the bait. Stay centered. She's running out of time, and this is her last effort to destabilize your focus. And soon, you will be contacted by someone in authority, possibly legal, or private investigation. Don't fear them. They are not there to hurt you. They are confirming her pattern. You're not being questioned. You're being vindicated. The woman's web is unraveling. Let the world call it coincidence. Let others think it's just bad luck. But you, chosen one, know better. You were marked for something higher, and she tried to interrupt that path using illusion and misdirection. But the divine is clearing your sky. You're about to be repositioned into a place where her shadow cannot reach. You'll be surrounded by truth, alignment, protection, and power. But only if you release the bond, no matter how familiar it has become. This is not just about removing a liar. This is about reclaiming your timeline. You may cry when the mask fully drops. You may feel anger, betrayal, even grief. But don't stay there. Move through it. Let it sharpen your discernment, not harden your heart. A new name will enter your life soon, one that carries genuine love, truth, and no mask. You'll feel the difference instantly. But for them to enter, the woman with two names must fully exit. Let this be the final chapter of her story in your life. Her departure is your revival. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Her presence may still echo for a while. Some wounds linger not because they are deep, but because they were hidden beneath trust. You gave her space in your world, emotionally, mentally, maybe even physically, and that space now feels hollow. That's the echo you're hearing. But that emptiness is temporary. It's not a loss, it's a clearing. You are being prepared for something more powerful, more aligned. And though the betrayal was subtle, its revelation is the gift. For nothing pure can emerge from a place of deception. In the coming days, your energy may shift without warning. You may feel bursts of clarity, then brief confusion, as your body detangles from the spiritual string she tied around you. Let the process unfold. Do not rush it. And above all, do not invite her energy back in, not even through memory. Archangel Michael says, "You are not going crazy. You are waking up." And with awakening comes a wave of restoration. Your health, your peace, your sleep, your decisions, all of it will start to come back into alignment. What felt foggy will now sharpen. The path that seemed blocked will open like a door you never noticed before. But be aware, she may attempt a return through nostalgia. An old photo, a message pretending to make peace, or even a stranger delivering her apology. Don't fall for it. Her apology may be genuine in tone, but not in motive. She's not sorry for what she did. She's sorry you found out. This woman with two names carries the spirit of confusion. She thrives in environments where her actions can't be tracked. She thrives when others doubt themselves. That's why your clarity is her enemy. She may try to smear your name to others, to reverse the narrative. Let her talk. Let her lie. You do not need to defend truth. Truth has a way of standing even in silence. Someone close to her, perhaps a man who once helped her with documents, maybe even a partner from her past, has reached his limit. He's about to speak. He's tired of covering for her. And once he does, the foundation beneath her false identity will crack wide open. When that happens, people will begin contacting you. People who once doubted you. People who believed her. They will come back quietly, apologetically, seeking to understand. Choose wisely who you let back in. Because the lesson here is not just about her, it's about your ability to discern masks from faces. The woman with two names may change cities again. She may adopt another look, another job, another victim. But this time, she lost. Because you saw. You woke up. And you didn't remain silent. Your silence would have empowered her. But your awareness has dismantled her. And there's one more detail you must prepare for. Your name may be connected to something she did using your identity. A minor fraud. A credit attempt. A forged connection. Don't panic. This will soon be uncovered, and your name will be cleared. But act early. Secure your documents. Lock your files. Guard your data. A message from someone in law enforcement may come across your feed, a subtle sign, an open case, a missing persons post. Look closely. The name may be hers. Or worse, someone she once harmed. You are being positioned as a witness, not a victim. Archangel Michael has sent confirmation. The woman's cycle in your life is ending. But the lesson must remain. There is someone coming, a soul unlike any other. This person carries light, not shadow. They will not manipulate your kindness. They will honor it. But you must not compare them to her. Do not carry old wounds into this new bond. There's a blessing hiding behind this betrayal. Yes, a blessing. Because you were almost derailed from your calling. She didn't just want your time. She wanted your essence, your influence, your spiritual clarity. And if she had stayed any longer, you would have stopped trusting your own voice. But now, your voice is louder. Your truth is solid. Your future is clean. You are no longer surrounded by deception. You are surrounded by angelic shields, heavenly codes, and divine appointments. The woman with two names no longer belongs in your orbit. She may try again, wearing yet another mask, under a new account, with altered words. But you'll feel it. This time, your spirit will recoil before she even speaks. You don't owe her closure. You don't owe her kindness. You owe yourself freedom. Let the door close. Let her echo fade. Let your energy rise. You were chosen for something sacred, and no borrowed name, no forged story, no fake identity will interfere again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She's not finished yet, but she's weakening. You may sense her watching, not always physically, but energetically. It will feel like a presence, a glance behind your back when no one is there. That's the residue of her influence still trying to hover, hoping to find a crack in your new awareness. But there are no cracks now. Every choice she made was based on the belief that you would remain blind, emotionally loyal, or spiritually asleep. But you've outgrown the illusion. Her power is fading, because it was never real. It was borrowed, and now the time to return it has come. In her world, identities are tools. Names are weapons. Smiles are currency. She cycles through them, moving city to city, job to job, person to person. You are one of the few who will walk away intact, because you saw her truth before it could consume everything. There's something important hidden in your belongings. Something she placed there to keep a spiritual tether. It may be a small object, a bracelet, a handwritten card, a piece of jewelry, even a shirt she gifted. Touch it. If you feel sudden heaviness or confusion, it carries her imprint. Discard it. Do it without ceremony. Quietly let it be the final severance. The moment it leaves your space, her grip will lose its last hold. You'll feel it in your chest, the sudden release, the full exhale, as if you've been holding your breath for weeks. That's the moment you reclaim your air. Archangel Michael says, you were under spiritual surveillance. And now you've been cleared. There is still a trace of her in the digital world. Check the old accounts. Unfollow. Block. Erase photos stored in backup folders. This isn't cruelty, it's protection. Her name, her image, her words, they no longer belong in your frequency. Don't be surprised if she sends someone else to check on you. This person may act kind, casual, or even distant. But behind their words will be subtle questions. Are you okay? Do you still think about her? Have you moved on? This is not concern. It's data collection. The woman with two names wants to know how much control she still has. Give them nothing. Smile if you must, but speak nothing personal. Because what's coming next for you is a season of restoration so divine, it cannot be mixed with deception. Your creativity will return first, then your confidence, then your power, then your purpose. She never anticipated your awakening. She thought she had more time, but what she didn't account for was divine timing, and it just landed in your favor. There is a document, either printed or digital, that has her real name on it. It may have been misdelivered to your inbox or dropped accidentally. Keep it. That paper will protect you if things escalate. It's the proof of everything you've now seen spiritually. Don't seek revenge. Don't expose her publicly. Divine justice has its own perfect rhythm, and she's already being watched, not just by spirit, but by those in positions to end her pattern permanently. You will receive a call soon, unexpected, unfamiliar. The voice on the other end will speak slowly, carefully, offering you insight into her past. Don't record it. Just listen. This voice is someone from her old life who finally had enough and has chosen you to know the truth. Their words may leave you stunned. You may hang up and sit in silence for hours. That's not fear. That's clarity setting in. You will no longer second-guess your instincts. You will no longer question the dreams, the signs, the inner warnings. You were right all along. Your spirit knew before your mind could speak. The woman with two names underestimated you, because she mistook your kindness for weakness. But your kindness was a reflection of your soul, not your boundaries. And now your boundaries are fully activated. This season is not about healing her. This season is about reviving you. She played her role, and now her chapter ends. Ahead of you is a path lined with authentic people. People who show up as they are. No false names. No twisted stories. No hidden motives. You are being surrounded by those who carry truth in their presence and light in their voice. You'll feel the shift instantly, because now, you know the difference. You're not who you were when she entered your life. You're stronger, sharper, awake. And she will feel it. From a distance she can no longer cross. Your angels have built a wall she cannot climb. Every lie she tries to send your way will dissolve before it reaches your door. Every trick she once used will fail, because her power was never real. It was borrowed from your trust, and now that trust has returned to its rightful owner, you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.